You know the friction. It's hitting snooze because you're exhausted, the lingering panic on your commute about whether you left the iron on, and the inevitable navigation of difficult coworkers the moment you step into the office. Managing these daily hurdles doesn't require a degree in neuro-linguistic programming or years of professional therapy. We can map 19 psychological adjustments onto a single theoretical 24-hour day to see how easily the human brain can be influenced. Applied psychology provides the means to turn a chaotic, stressful day into a predictable environment. The moment your alarm goes off, sit up and clench your fists like a soccer player who just scored a goal. This sudden, intense shift from a resting posture to an active victory pose helps the body shake off sleep inertia, making it easier to feel refreshed and ready to move. This chart shows actual hours slept against perceived sleep quality, based on research from Colorado College. If you genuinely convince yourself that you rested well, your brain function measurably improves, regardless of how exhausted you actually are. Before leaving the house, you can neutralize the anxiety of, "Did I lock the door?" by pairing the mundane action with a loud, absurd phrase. Say, "green rabbit," while turning off the iron, or "oppressive crab," while turning the deadbolt. Your brain often deletes routine actions from memory, but it easily retains bizarre phrases. Recalling the phrase serves as proof the task was completed. The first line of defense involves bypassing your own mind's default loops of fatigue and doubt. On your commute, if someone is staring at you on the subway, look directly at their shoes. Maintain the gaze. The psychological discomfort of being scrutinized in an unexpected way forces them to break eye contact. When you reach the office, timing determines how you are perceived. If you have a job interview, secure a slot either right at the start of the workday or at the very end. This graph shows human memory retention mapped over a typical schedule. We clearly recall the beginning and end of a sequence, while the middle becomes blurry. Placing yourself at these peaks ensures the employer remembers you among the other candidates. To build rapport in a new environment, ask a colleague to explain something to you. Even if you already know the answer, giving them the chance to share their knowledge boosts their confidence and creates a more positive attitude toward you. When you need a favor, avoid starting your request with, "Could you?" This framing allows the listener to agree theoretically without committing to the act. Rephrase it as a direct request. "Please do this." While making that request, subtly nod your head. The listener will often subconsciously mirror your physical movement, making them more likely to agree. Social influence relies on triggering automatic subconscious reflexes in the people around you. If you have a teammate slowing down a project, do not hand them the entire assignment. Tell them to start with this small thing to reduce the perceived workload. Once they finish it, hand them the next piece, building momentum until the task is complete. In a negotiation, whether for a salary or a purchase, react to the first offer with slight, visible disappointment. This reaction, paired with silence, often pressures the other party to offer better terms. If a colleague makes a mistake, avoid direct accusations. Swap active voice, like "you left the window open," for neutral passive voice, "the window was left open." They recognize the error without feeling the need to be defensive. When someone tries to pull you into workplace drama or an argument, respond with kindness. It breaks their expected script and often stops the conflict before it starts. Alternatively, maintain silent eye contact. The lack of verbal reaction makes the aggressor feel exposed and uncomfortable, prompting them to back down. If you have to present in a meeting and feel nervous, bring a water bottle. Taking a sip buys you a few seconds of pause time to remember your script. If you're still anxious, admit it to the room. It triggers sympathy and makes the audience feel more connected to you. If someone is deeply engrossed in a serious phone call and you need them to take an object, just hand it to them. Their distracted brain will automatically take the item without them registering the action. High-stress conflicts and intimidating tasks are easily diffused by interrupting the other person's expected behavioral loop. By tweaking a single phrase, shifting a gaze, or slightly altering your morning routine, the trajectory of a stressful day changes. The human brain, after all, whether it is your own or a total stranger's, operates on highly predictable software. These applications turn psychology into a practical way to eliminate social friction and navigate the world with less resistance. Which of these will you try tomorrow?